Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nadia. I'm a Vedic Astrologer and Psychic Medium. So today we are going to talk about the Saturn retrograde impact for each zodiac sign. Before we start, I would like to put a disclaimer here. First and foremost, not everyone going to feel Saturn retrograde, okay? It will vary depend on your personal chart, your personal Mahadasha, Antardasha, Piantradasha, the combination that you have in your chart, in order for us to say that, yes, the Saturn will impact you and it's going to give you a significant result, okay? So this is one point. Second point, before you jump and see whether how Saturn is going to be, whether it's going to impact me or not, please check your Mahadasha table. Are you actually going through activation of Saturn? Are you actually going, for example, through Saturn return? Is Saturn actually right now, it's retrograding back and forth on the top of your personal planet? Or if it's that particular planet actually is active. You know, you ever try to find the link between Saturn activation and current retrograde? If you not see any Saturn active right now, then most probably you're not gonna feel anything, all right? Or maybe you're gonna feel maybe 20%, 25%, not gonna exceed that, okay? This is second point. Third point, before you even see what's the impact of it, check your Ashtaka table, all right? See how many points Saturn give to your Aquarius house, which I think if you are using Jagannath Hora, you will find it here. So for example, right now for Aries ascendant, for this particular chart, you can see that Saturn gives 3 points. So you see how many points here is given. So 3 for Saturn is already considered to be average. It's very rare to find Saturn give 8 points, 7 points. So 3 for Saturn is already good enough. So when you check 3, perhaps it's actually lower than an average, right? Check the house here. Is the house going to be strong enough? For this particular chart, it's pretty strong. It's 34. The Sarvashtak Varga is 34. The individual Bindu for Saturn is 3. That means Saturn retrograde for this individual will be sustainable, will be able to overcome whatever obstacle that the person might go through. Okay, so just to make it clear so that nobody comes and tell me like, oh, I'm not feeling this, or actually this and that is not happening, and so on. It's literally vary, depend on your chart. Okay, so you have to understand this concept before you jump and see what exactly the effect of Saturn retrograde. Okay, so Saturn retrograde actually happened a week ago, I believe was around 28th of June, and it will continue until 4th of November. Okay, 4th of November. So that means you can say a good 3 months it's going retrograde. The good thing is that it's not entering Capricorn again, but yet because Saturn is looking backward, which means the theme of the past experiences, the past circumstance, again, whatever happened between 2020 until 2023 may start to give a trigger again. It's not going to activate that house, but it will trigger. Okay, all right, so let us start here with Aries ascendant. So Saturn will be retrograding from, it's actually going to retrograde only in the 11th house, all right, of Aquarius for Aries ascendant here. You can check it from your moon sign, ascendant, or Mahadasha Lord that you are going through, all right? So you have 3 things. So see which one is more suitable and more applicable for you, all right? All right. So Saturn is retrograding in the 11th house here, shows that there can be some karmic theme or some relationship and partnership issues might activate during this period. All right. Perhaps you will realize something about some people. Perhaps you will know something about your partner. Perhaps also it means that I need to change my professional network circle and connection because these people is not serving me anymore. All right. Saturn in Aquarius, it will give us an energy of self-introspect of what do we want and what do we need actually in life, because it's retrograding in the house of wishes. Okay, house of wishes, our desires. Perhaps you want to do something because Saturn goes right now retrograde. Now you're just pulling it back or you delaying it. Some delay here might happen for your plans. All right. The purpose of the delay here is to do a self-introspect, or you have to dig deep about the method that you want to do. You may need to change the plan. All right. You may need to do some correction here. It's not like denying or like deactivate, or you have to just drop the idea. It's just that you need to double check whatever you want actually to do. That's the call for Saturn during this period, all right? And perhaps also it can give you an energy of reminiscing or kind of try to link of whatever happened in your life in last 3 years and connect it right now, because Saturn is looking at your career house. Most probably it will has to do with your, again, wishes, desires when it comes to material possession or status. All right. So this is for Aries. Wishing you all the best. And we have here for Taurus ascendant. Taurus, we have Saturn is retrograding in your 11th house. Again, it has also to do with career, finance, and what do I want and what do I need to achieve in terms of profession. It might indicate a change in your career path, a change in your profession. Perhaps you're exploring something else. Maybe I want to pursue it. Perhaps I need to do some correction in whatever I am pursuing right now. Maybe studying more, getting more knowledge, because again, hey, Saturn is looking into your 9th house, right, of higher education and knowledge. So maybe Saturn here trying to give you a plan. See, if you want to achieve this, and that, perhaps we need to do A, B, C before we start to achieve it. Saturn here, I don't want to say it's create a block, but it can give you an energy of slowness. Maybe at one point you might feel a bit frustrated because, I want to pursue this. I thought I will change my job. I will get this amount, that amount, but somehow Saturn now retrograding, it's a bit like delayed. Or even, let's say, for example, Saturn gives you actually an opportunity to change the job or to change the profession or to execute whatever you want to execute. There can be some sort of delay or blockage in between. It's just a matter of Saturn trying to put you in order or create a better structure for you. Saturn at the end is a yoga karaka for Taurus. That means it will never harm you, right? But some correction, apparently, it's needed during this period. All right, so good luck for Taurus people. Let's move to Gemini. So for Gemini, we have Saturn is retrograding in your 9th house. So Saturn retrograde in 9th house, it can show an energy of, okay, perhaps right now I need to execute something new. This is kind of newness for Gemini, actually. Perhaps you will start a new course, a new path for your knowledge, for enhance your knowledge. Perhaps you want to enroll this, enroll that to just increase your experience. This is a period where Saturn is usually trying to accumulate information, knowledge, and wisdom as much as he can in order for you to pursue whatever you're supposed to pursue in your career. And also it's activating the house of intuition. All right, that's mean is it trying to kind of link whatever it learned in the last period. Perhaps you had that epiphany inside of you, like, I want to execute this, I want to do that. maybe during right now Saturn retrograding in 9th house, actually it becomes more evident and more like into manifestation, to the actual manifestation of it. Because Saturn in last 2 or 3 years in your life, it was hidden in your 8th house. Now it came out to your 9th. So that means it's trying to use whatever has been hidden and been working on and try to show it to people, try to show it to yourself, and so on. If in fact for a Gemini, I believe this is going to be a good period. Again, depend on your chart and so on. But the theme that I saw among my clients, among the people that I'm dealing with who are Gemini ascendant, this is a period where they kind of start to have like epiphany. We need to do something new. We need to pursue a new path, which is actually will start to manifest from now until November. Okay, so good luck for Gemini people. So let us move to Cancer. Okay, so Cancer people, we have Saturn is retrograding in your 8th house, all right? And it's actually 8 from your ascendant. This can be a bit sensitive period, all right? Not in the bad way, but it might give some sort of mental and emotional fluctuation, especially if you are Pushya Nakshatra ascendant, because Pushya Nakshatra is ruled by Saturn, right? And Saturn right now is retrograding in the hidden house of the 8th house. That means your intuition will start to get more stronger. Your how can I say, your psyche abilities get stronger. Now somehow, some way, you will feel like I will guide myself to the path that I feel is correct and right for me. This is a house of hidden. Perhaps you might feel some sort of stagnation even this period. Okay, but stagnation in the good way, because it seems like Saturn is preparing you for something new. Something will born, all right? 8th house is a house of transformation. If you are actually going through Saturn activation in some way or another, this shows that there must be a transformation at one point. Depend on your chart. Is it during this time or after November? You know better, okay? But Saturn here shows that the person right now is working on something or being prepared for something new to manifest in their life. The issue is that also because Saturn is in the 8th house, if you are married or you are in the relationship, it might actually show some fluctuation and issues also with in-laws or in your marital life, because it's asking and requesting you to restructure and create better foundation. Not a bad period, all right? Saturn does feel comfortable in the 8th house, but you gotta try to control your mind, try to control your emotion in order for you to be able to really navigate that Saturn and manifest whatever Saturn wants to manifest for you. Saturn will do the best for us, Saturn. Okay, so good luck for Cancer people. Let's move to Leo. Okay, so for Leo, Saturn is transiting your 7th house, all right? And it's looking or impacting your 6th house. This can be a bit sensitive period when it comes to relationship. It might indicate that you need to create a better and stronger structure and foundation, and perhaps change of rules that you are actually dealing with right now in regards to your personal relationship, your spouse, or even business partnership. This is a period where you will actually, how can I say this? You will actually witness a transformation and change in the dynamic of the relationship in your life. Not in the bad way though, but Saturn here might actually test how strong and how structured this relationship is in your life. In a good way. Again, Saturn always will work in the good way to make us be the best version of ourselves. But this can be a bit triggering, because it's also looking in to your ascendant. Yeah, it's looking to your ascendant. Perhaps it gives you some mental and emotional stress, some like, what should I do, what I'm not supposed to do. You will feel inside of you there is a trigger and dissatisfaction that you need to do something about this, because the old structure, it doesn't work anymore. All right, So Saturn here trying to put your life kind of in order, I would say. It's aspecting good houses, which means the outcome of Saturn transiting your 7th house, it actually will be good. But perhaps during this period, you might get a bit triggered. Okay? So good luck for Leo people. Let us move to Virgo. All right. So for Virgo people, we have Saturn is transiting your 6th house and is retrograding your 6th house. Somehow is impacting your 5th house. This may not be a great period also for Virgo, because whenever we have Saturn transiting your 6th, 8, and 12, it usually indicates there is some karma need to be paid, because 6th house is Prabhadha karma, and you have a planet of karma itself is sitting in the 6th house and is retrograding. Whenever we have retrograde, that means there are some karmic baggage need to be delivered during this period. That's why the planet goes retrograde. Okay, so this is a dynamic where you will see the things that you used to do in the past may not really work out anymore. The mental state that used to follow may not work out anymore. The structure, the foundation that you feel like is the right thing for me, it might transform or change. I witness it a lot when Saturn transits 6th house from Moon, from your ascendant, or from your Mahadasha Lord. The person will go through huge amount of transformation, not in a bad way, actually in a good way, because there are things that you need to change, but somehow we are like procrastinate or unable to do it, or we don't know what we're supposed to do about it. Saturn somehow right now is trying to help you to release, to remove, to restructure whatever is supposed to get structured. All right. Saturn is in the house of duties, responsibilities. Perhaps during this time you need to really arrange yourself, like what exactly I have to take into accountability and what I have to let go, what I supposed to take into consider, what I have to let go, something like that. All right. And also you need to be careful of your health because of the overwork that you might go through, or you might feel stress. You might start to feel a bit weak physically, which means you really, really need to take care of yourself. All right. So good luck. For Virgo people, let us move to Libra. Okay, so for Libra people, we have here Saturn is retrograding in your 5th house and is impacting your 4th house. In my opinion, Saturn here can be good because it's again is a yoga karaka, right? For Libra people, that's me. It will never harm you. All right, unless like you have really, really heavy karma, your chart is very, very afflicted, which no chart is very, very afflicted, then only Saturn might give you bad. But as overall, Saturn will never ever harm you, which means Saturn in the 5th house right now, it gives an energy of self-expression, increasing in your self-esteem, and also enhancing the way how you see yourself. Saturn transiting or and retrograding in your 5th house, it also shows the energy that perhaps the way how you want to present yourself, it will change, as I mentioned. And also, what do you want and what do you need, and the way how you want to gain the respect from others also will change. This is pretty much an energy like you have to love yourself more, or you have to take care of yourself more. You have to be more selfish kind of energy. This is an energy that has to do mainly to your self-development. All right. It's not necessarily it will impact like your career, your personal life and whatnot. No, it's more as how can I be the best version of myself type of period. All right. Saturn in the 5th house also can indicate maybe a new relationship might come up to your life, new love life, new romance, ignition of the current relationship might happen. All right. It also might indicate progeny and conceive, that is, you are trying actually to conceive since period, like long period of time or whatnot, unable. So maybe Saturn right now transiting your 5th house it will help you actually, okay, to conceive. I think it's a good period for Libra people, so good luck for you. Okay, let us now move to Scorpio. So for Scorpio people, we can see that Saturn is transiting your 4th house, and it's gonna impact your 3rd house. If you are actually your ascendant nakshatra is Anuradha, okay, you might feel some sort of stress and frustration in some way or another, and perhaps some sort of heaviness at the beginning of the retrograde and at the end of the retrograde period, all right? Because your ascendant nakshatra is ruled by Saturn. So that's mean when Saturn start to change the sign, retrograding, backward, forward, and all of this stuff, somehow you will feel that energy inside of you that, okay, something is changing in the sky. Okay, something is changing, something is going on up there. You might feel some disturbance, all right? But not like the whole retrograde period. It just this few days, I would say. Okay, maybe next week you'll start to feel again good. Anyway, Saturn retrograding in the 4th house, it gives the concern or a focus towards family, home, personal relationship. Also, if you have properties or land, or if you are actually working in real estate, if you are planning to have a property or purchase one, maybe this is a time. If you are planning to sell, this could be a time. If you are actually working in real estate, let's say for example, can be a period where you might see some sort of fluctuation also. Again, it depends on your overall chart, but there is a theme related to stability and security in your life needs some sort of attention, or you need to pay more attention and being more careful. Okay, Saturn in the 4th house also can give a concern or focus toward a mother. Maybe your mother needs your help, maybe she will need your support. Somehow, some way, it will start to kind of impact you. Not in a negative way, but you will start to sense like I am more giving energy into my personal life. I giving more energy into real estate matter, housing matter, movement matter, relocation, something like that. All right, it might happen during this period. It's not bad though, but you will see that maybe you will be very busy during this time, like a lot of things in your plate kind of energy. Okay, so good luck for Scorpio people. Let us move to Sagittarius. Okay, so for Sagittarius, we have here Saturn is retrograding in your 3rd house and it's ruling your 2nd house. So this period, it might also impact the energy of self-confidence, self-esteem, the way how you see yourself and what you want and what you need in life. This is a period where you might feel a bit busy because a lot of things going on and I need to sustain and maintain myself and my family. All right. This is also an energy like, okay, I think my family need this, need that, so let me go ahead and work for it. Or let's say I want to secure my family, so that's why right now I'm working very hard to be able to execute that or secure them. Something around this theme might show up during this period of time. All right, it's not bad period for sure, but you will feel like a bit kind of overwhelmed and tired. There are many things in your plate, as if you are in the mission right now. I have to do this and that, I have to execute it, I have to make it work. It's good. That's mean out of this Saturn retrograde, that means you'll be achieved something. That means something, you will attain something, you will execute something, which is good. So go ahead on that path. All right, so that's for Sagittarius. Let us talk about Capricorn now. Okay, so for Capricorn people, we have Saturn here is retrograding in the 2nd house and is impacting your ascendant. So this is more as It has to do with the family, the financial aspect of the family, the value, the foundation of a family as an overall. All right. This is a period where you might need to change your relationship with the money, in the sense how you want to get it, how you want to attain it, how do you want to create it, how you want to save it, how you want to invest it. Saturn here will give you a focus like, okay, the way how you're doing this, there can be some flaws, or there is a change, or you must change something in order for you to achieve this type of and security and happiness, I would say, when it comes to finance. Right? If you are actually waiting to attain some sort of inheritance, then it might happen during this period. If you are actually wanting to sell something or buying something and you are waiting for some sort of equity, money comes, this is a period that this might manifest. On the other hand, you might also have a bit like high expenditure, right? Because of the matters that has to do with the family, which you need to support or help. All right. So Saturn can comes into two ways, but as overall, I think it will be good. But you need to really be careful on your finance and on the way how you're managing your money. Okay. So this is for Saturn in Capricorn. So let us now move into Aquarius house. So for Aquarius, we have Saturn is actually retrograding in your ascendant. Okay, and it's impacting your 12th house. So Saturn retrograde in the ascendant, it can be a bit heavy in your mind. It can be a bit annoying. I'm not gonna lie. It can be a bit annoying here, because as if like Saturn is in your head and it's trying to nag you and telling you have to do this and that, you have to, I don't know, change something, do something about your life and whatnot. Because Saturn right now, it's like aspecting that your third house, that's your self-effort, self-esteem, your seventh house, your relationship, partnership, friendship, aspecting your 10th house of career, as if everything right now you will start to think about it. You start to like, okay, maybe I need to change this, or maybe I need to do that, maybe I have to have this, maybe I have to get rid of this, because again, it's linked to your 12th house of letting go, ending, and transformation also, right? So it's not necessary to be a bad period. It's not actually a bad period. The key here for Saturn retrograde for you is to know how you can control your mind, how you can control your emotion. The more that you are feeling grounded, sustained, and maintaining your own energy, the more Saturn will start to give you a good result, because that's mean your mind is clear, your emotion is clear. Now here I am, I'm going to execute this and that, right? So you can see yourself becoming more disciplined, more disciplined, more structured, I would say, during this period, becoming more mature, wiser also. So as overall, I think it's good, period. All right. So that's it for Aquarius. So good luck for you. Okay, let us move to Pisces people. Okay, so for Pisces, we have Saturn actually retrograding. This is Pisces retrograding in your 12th house. Okay, and it's impacting your 11th house. Okay, so if you are actually Pisces ascendant of Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra, okay, yeah, Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra, which means your ascendant nakshatra is ruled by Saturn, you might feel some sort of heaviness, you might feel some sort of uneasiness during this period, because your nakshatra ascendant is ruled by Saturn, right? And because Saturn is retrograding in your 12th house, it can give the tendency or energy of like, I want to isolate, I want to just stay away from people, I just don't feel like I want to deal with anything about this life or anything in this life type of energy. All right. it can be good because it can give you energy of epiphany, deep realization about your spirituality, about what you want, what you need, who you are. All of this like spiritual and psychic epiphanies you might experience. But at the same time, it might give you a huge type of isolation when it comes to finance, material worth, family, relationship, and all of this type of wealth, possession, all of these things. All right, because Saturn again, it's impacting our 11th house. It might also indicate the way how you will manage your finance, or the way how you want to make money. It can change. Perhaps one of your wishes, you will let it go. Perhaps the new wishes right now will start to show up. This is more as like restructuring myself from the inside. So when I come out outside, I would reflect something new. Correct? I think for Pisces people, you have to take extra care of your expenditure. You have to take extra care of your finance during this period. As much as you feel like you want to be isolated, you want to detach, or just like fed up of life, but try your best to stick with whatever you have. Try your best to do whatever you're supposed to do, and I believe like Saturn will grant you with better result and good result after this period. So again, Saturn retrograde for Pisces is more impacting your mental and emotional state compared with the actual manifestation in life, like career, relationship, and stuff like that. Okay, so that's it. I covered all the ascendant. So wishing you all the best. Again, as usual, the timestamp are in description box along with my personal details if you are interested to book a personal reading with me. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for hearing. Have a nice day. Bye.